Welcome to Morningstar News. Have a couple of quick headlines for you. Robert Downey Jr. reprising his role as Iron Man, and the Apple car might be coming sooner than we thought. So let's get into it. So Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man is dead in the MCU, right? But I mean, this is comic books. Nobody ever stays dead. He can make comeback somehow. And that's what news reports are reporting now. That apparently Robert Downey Jr., who just recently said he wouldn't do Iron Man anymore, is going to be doing Iron Man somehow. Maybe in the new Ironheart series, or there's I forget the name of the series with War Machine. But yeah, looks like he might be reprising his role in some capacity. They could do the hologram thing, or they could, I mean, like I said, it's comic books. They can bring him back somehow. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. Obviously, Robert Downey Jr. is a big name. I mean, he basically started the MCU, right, with the Iron Man movie. I know there's technically stuff that happened before that and whatnot, but yeah, this could be interesting. In that Ironheart series, basically the black female Iron Man, I am definitely looking forward to that. This I guess leads into the whole Young Avengers things that they might be setting up, which that could be fun as well. So yeah, I welcome him back. Don't give him too big a role. I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess, but I'd like to see the focus shift to, more the newcomers and stuff like that. And once we start getting X-Men in here, switch over to, more focus on them as well. Can't have too many big names popping up all over the place, but, the cameo thing, that totally works. All right, so it looks like the Apple car news is really coming out over the past couple of days. Yesterday was a big day. It was trending on Twitter. But yeah, so the Apple car is a thing now. Apparently, they're targeting 2024, I believe, the actual release. But me might start seeing some details about what they're working on next year. You have to announce it before you can sell it. That sounds kind of interesting. Was kind of interested in it when I first heard the news, but we're not too sure about it now. It's going to be expensive, obviously, but what can Apple do? I mean, I'm not 100% sure. They're targeting some new battery technology, which might be interesting. Make the electric hybrid car more of a long range vehicle, and stuff like that. More power even. But yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and speculate. We'll see what they come up with. Hopefully whatever they do come up with leads to some sort of innovation in the field, and that's majorly what we like to see. It's Apple, and people groan about Apple and whatever. But if it leads to growth in the field and new technologies and stuff like that, yeah, go ahead, Apple. Set the trend. Make things cheaper, and that's a big one. The big companies come out with things, and people look at it. They're paying attention to this. They're comparing it to Tesla and stuff like that. But competition and everything like that. Bring it on. Multiple users on iOS devices? Yes, please. It looks like Apple is finally starting to work on this sort of thing. It's not necessarily for phones that I'm really looking for this kind of thing, but it's the iPads. You share them between family members and stuff like that. You're not always on them necessarily, unless as we use it. Basically, our iPad is our laptop replacement. But if you have a household iPad or something like that, you don't want to share all your apps and share all your data and stuff like that between everybody. So if there was a multi-user system built into the iPad and iOS and everything like that, that would be good. So yeah, glad to see this is starting to be reported. It's a long time coming. Apple is always quote unquote innovating, but these are features that have been on phones, on tablets, and computers forever. So yeah, let's get there. Let's do this. All right, and that's all we have for you today. Like, subscribe, dislike if you don't like it, and take care.